Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about translations. So a translation is a transformation in which all of the points of a figure move the same distance in the same direction. You might have learned this in middle school as a slide. So we're just pushing our shape around our coordinate plane. If a point is moved a units to the right and b units up, then the translated point would be x plus a and y plus b. If we're moving left or down, we're going to be subtracting. So this is how it would look with coordinates. And then in transformation notation, we're going to use a capital T to stand for translation. And then a subscript, so subscript means below the line, we're putting this vector hk. H is just how far we're changing our x's, and k is how far we're changing our y's. We use these pointy brackets to show that it's a vector because it's telling us where to move. It's not telling us the coordinates of a point, it's telling us the movement of the point. So we can record this information on our table. So for a transformation notation, we put a capital T, and then in our subscript, we use our pointy brackets, HK, and then the parentheses, this is the point that we're changing. In this example, is going to be point A. If we were writing that as a coordinate, it would be x plus h and y plus k. And this would just tell you that you would count h units or k units. And then as in words, we could say shift point A up or down h units, and then left or right k units. And the left or right and up and down would depend on is the value positive or negative. So let's try some examples and see what this would look like. So if in the ordered pair rule x comma y, x plus 1, we're going to change it to x plus 1, y minus 5. So the x plus 1, since it's a positive x, we're going to go to the right 1 unit, and a negative y tells us we're going to go down. I could take that positive 1, negative 5, and write it as the subscript in my transformation notation. So I want you to take a moment and try with this example. What does the ordered pair rule x comma y to x minus 2 y plus 5 say to do? Well, the x minus 2, so I'm going to go in the negative direction on my x-axis, means I'm going to go left 2 units. And then y plus 5 tells me I will be going up 5 units. We could write this in transformation notation with a capital T, and then our subscript, we're going to do our vector, so pointy bracket, negative 2, and positive 5. And I close the bracket. And this would be our transformation notation. So let's try an example on a coordinate grid. We're going to write the rule in words first. So I see x plus 4. So x plus 4 means we're going to go right 4 units. And then y minus 3 tells me I'm going to go down 3 units. And then in transformation notation, I would say t of 4, negative 3. So let's draw this image on the graph. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the points on my triangle, and I'm going to count out right 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down 3, 2, 3, and there's my new point. I can do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. There's my new coordinate, and repeat that with the last point. And then I can connect those endpoints to make my triangle. You do have to connect the endpoints, because if you don't, then you're just giving me a portion of the triangle. But the triangle does include those entire segments. And then the last step is to write the coordinates. So this coordinate would be 1, 0, then I would have 3, -2, and 1, -4. If we counted the coordinates, we could also do it algebraically by just taking this x value and adding 4 to it, taking the y value and subtracting 3. Let's do one more example with translations. In this case, they give us the translation. Now, which one of these is going to be the pre-image? Where are we starting? In this case, the pre-image is going to be the black triangle, and the image is the red triangle. I know that because this one has the apostrophes, so those are my prime labels, which tells me that it is the new one. This is important because translations do have a direction. Going to the right versus going to the left is different. So you would end up with an incorrect answer if you started at the red triangle and went to the black one. So we know that this is a translation. To write a rule, we can start with words. So all I'm going to do is pick a point and count the number of units I went up. So I went up 2 units. I went over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. So I could write that down. I went right 5 units and up 2 units. You notice I did put the right first because that's my x. So if I was writing it as a coordinate notation, I could do x plus 5, y plus 2. In transformation notation, I would have my capital T, and then I would take 5, 2. And that's how we write translations in a variety of forms. Thank you for watching.